Louisiana Beer Reviews Royal Fresh Imperial IPA. This is from Deschutes. And we used to get their beers in Louisiana, but I haven't seen them in a good while. This is certified kosher, and it's from an independent craft brewer. Can conditioned, live yeast added to the can. 9% alcohol, 70 IBUs, so strong. Family owned, family and employee owned since 1988, Bend, Oregon. Yeah, I wish their beers would come back to Louisiana. Let's see here. Over 5 months old. I did that deadlift IPA from go into that in a minute. That was 8.6. Let's see. Not a very thick head. It's orange, like pumpkin orange. I'm at the Alaskan Hotel in Juneau, Alaska. This hotel was opened in 1913. All right. Smells good. White bread crust. Citrusy. It's translucent, but not transparent. But this is a plastic cup, but yeah, I could see sediment floating in it, so I think there's going to be sediment at the bottom, considering that it's can conditioned. Won't be able to get to the bottom on the video though, because it is 19.2 ounces. Taste, cheers. Real strong bitterness, juicy bitterness, juicy, hoppy, resinous bitterness. Yeah, it was Whitmer Brothers Deadlift strong IPA. I was on a big rant about it being out of date nearly 2 years after the can date, and I think it was justified. I was justified in being enraged, but it did taste good, believe it or not. And as I got down to the bottom of the can, maybe it had been settling going on. It was much stronger, and the bitterness was much stronger and intense, and it did seem like a fresh IPA. And I was thinking, as I threw the can out, I thought, you know, I wish I had been recording at that moment still on video, because it would have been interesting to talk about, but I didn't know that was going to happen. It just got strong. Just couldn't do the same thing, get stronger as I go down through the can. It's pretty intense hop bitterness. The flavor is a little bit on the bland side, though, to tell you the truth. There's not a whole lot of maltiness. I don't know the ingredients. I didn't look at the website. I hope it's whole cone hops. So a little bit of bready maltiness, some hop bitterness. It's not really living up to the 70 IBUs. I thought it would build after that initial flavor, but it's not really building. Yeah, we used to get the Deschutes. What is it? The Jubal Ale. We used to get a number of them, but it just a lot of these out-of-state brands for Louisiana got chased off the shelves by the local craft beers, which many times aren't nearly as good. I'm afraid to say it. Well, I'm not afraid to say it. I'm saying it, but you know what I'm sorry to say it. Although there are good ones. I guess it's coming across like 70 bitterness units, but it just seems like something's missing on it. Medium body, dry finish. Now when I did the last two videos, I forgot to talk about the sweetness and the bitterness. Really, the Stack High Gravity Malt Liquor, High Gravity Lager, it was called both things on the can, Smooth Lager, was actually very smooth, surprisingly. That one was probably 4 out of 5 sugar cubes. And I think that's because the whatever fermentable they used in that did not fully ferment out, and it had a lot of leftover sugar. It tasted like pancake syrup to me. And it was probably corn syrup left over. But still, overall, it was a very good beer, and I gave it a B+. But which is a vast improvement over 14 years ago when I had tried it back then. Then I did that deadlift, and it was probably 3 out of 5 sugar cubes and 4 out of 5 hop cones. This one is probably 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. It's a relatively sweet beer. The finish is mostly dry though, but bitterness, yeah, 4 out of 5 hop cones. It's nice, but it is a little bland. I think maybe being nearly 6 months old could have affected it. But I don't know. It seemed like in the can it would be all right. But most beers don't benefit from. You would think can condition might. It just might be the way it is, you know. But that curtain was, I think, getting close to the lens. Okay. Deschutes does everything well. They don't have any like badly made beers. Just that, I mean, that I've tasted. It's just a little bland. That's all. So I'm gonna say it's good, but I don't know. $4.29 for a single can of something that's just good. I'm not too happy about that, but no one forced me to buy it. I chose it. I'll show you. Well, I'll show you in a minute what's coming up next. So anyway, next recorded review. Yeah, I'll say 87 out of 100, which is good, but not very good. And certainly not in the excellent range. So that's disappointing. I thought this thing might come out. It's wearing a crown, but I thought it was going to come out as probably most excellent, but that did not happen. So, laissez-les bon temps relay, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Oregon and take a brewery tour. Now, I'll show you the room. There's the outside. See, I had this propped up in the window. I was being careful so the camera didn't fall out the window down to that bad looking area, whatever that's supposed to be. I saw a pretty cat earlier. Maybe they're working on this place next door or something. So this room, I paid $17 extra for it per night. The basic room, you had to share the shower and bathroom with someone else, and I was like, I don't think so. This room was $17 more. It's got its own bathroom, its own electric stove, sink, microwave oven, and refrigerator. It's got the freezer. That's where I put the stack to get it cold. This is an Imperial IPA called Alpha Centauri. Don't know the company, don't know anything about it. It was $4.29. Imperial IPA. Oh, Hop Valley. Okay. I've had beers from them, and they were sold in Louisiana. Those were those cryo hop IPAs. I liked them. My friend David hated it. That's owned by Molson Coors. They got bought out, but oh well. Got a desk here, or I'm sorry, a dresser, television, bathroom, bed. Okay. Thank you.